So I listened to Max Kellerman talking about Teofimo Lopez and his fight against Lomachenko, Tank against Leo Santa Cruz, Naoya Inoue against whoever the hell the guy was. And it's interesting when he's talking to Andrew Ward, the blatant biasness they have to the top ranked fighters. You know, they talk about how Tank, he got hit up by Leo Santa Cruz, a four divisional world champion, and how vulnerable he is. But they forget that Lomachenko he tagged up Tio in rounds 8, 9, 10, and 11. We just had they just had an amnesia all of a sudden, and they forgot about that. And he didn't put away Lomachenko, okay? Or they say it was a top tier opponent. Well, Leo's a top tier opponent. Then they say, oh, I don't know about Leo being on anyone's pound for pound list. Well, guess what? He should have been. Okay? Lomachenko fought 10 world champions, Leo's fought 8. Through 4 weight classes, where Lomachenko only went through 3. Let's just be real. Anyway, back to what I'm saying. Then they turn around in the other hand and talk about Naoya Inoue. And he's not just a power puncher. He's skilled. He's got his timing. What the hell was Tank then? You think Tank goes in there to knock out guys? He's not just a power puncher. He's got skills. But what does Max Kellerman do? He trivializes. I get that ESPN has a bias against the PBC. They don't have as much a bias against DAZN, but they have a bias against PBC because I get it. These promoters align themselves with certain companies and they promote their brands. And it's bullshit. PBC don't do that to them. Okay? But Al Heyman's a black guy. Let's get it for real. Let's talk real talk. Canelo Alvarez left Golden Boy Promotions, right? Left Golden Boy Promotions. If Golden Boy was so good to Canelo, why the hell is he breaking up from him? Who leaves Al Heyman? No, really, seriously, who leaves Al Heyman? Then check this out. I'm just gonna leave this last thing on. ESPN is so fucking biased, all right? And this is the thing that I don't like about them. They're so fucking biased. They say, they praise up Inoue, who's a top-ranked fighter. They praise up Teofimo Lopez, who's a top-ranked fighter, for the very same things that Tank is doing. And so. But Max Kellerman has the audacity to talk about vulnerability. So what the fuck was Teofimo Lopez doing when he was backing up and getting tagged up by Lomachenko? And he learned he had to go forward. Whereas Tank wasn't getting hit when he was going backwards. In fact, he missed Leo Santa Cruz missed a lot of shots on Tank. All right, but Leo's a top class guy and Tank was staying in the pocket. You're going to get hit with some shots. Even though Tank said, you know what, my defense wasn't on point. I really should have sharpened up my defense. He's right. Okay, so once again, I don't like the inconsistencies of this top rank based ESPN, okay, which talks a lot of rubbish, and Max Kellerman is their guy, and even all the people in ESPN, they try to tear down Floyd Mayweather, they try to tear down PBC fighters, they try to do it in a smart way, okay. Terrence Crawford is facing Kell Brook. But they want to make Kell Brook an equivalent of the PBC fighters, knowing damn well he's nowhere ranked in the top 10. Okay? What they're assuming is his expiry card is gone. He's damaged goods. And they're just making him, you know how they fix up a car before you take it out to destroy it? So they fix up the car. It has rust spots all over it and stuff. They take away his trainer, Dominic Engel, and all of that shit. And he's going in there on a top-ranked card. He don't even have no promoter behind him. He don't have Eddie Hearn or Matchroom behind him so that they could just feed him to Terrence Crawford. This is what they think. This is what they think they're getting. You understand what I'm saying? But Kell Brook has been working. He has been training. This is not a sure bet. This is not a sure feed. So being a 7-1 underdog, I'm going to tell y'all now, put your money on Kell Brook. Not saying he's gonna win. He's got it's a long shot. Put some money on him just in case. You never know what could happen in boxing. It's been a year where some people have upset some people. So just put some money on him. I don't think Terrence Crawford will lose per se. I think it's all rigged for him to win. But let's just see. All right. Let's just see. You should still put some money on Kell Brook. You never know. He might get 7-time payout. You never know if he can pull it off. Tomorrow I'll be able to definitively tell you that Crawford will beat, whether he would beat Kell Brook or whether Kell Brook has a chance to win. This is not a 50-50 fight, obviously, but nonetheless, I'm going to tell y'all exactly what goes down before the fight happens. But as of now, I have to go do some homework on these guys before I can actually tell you much more. But ESPN has been just peddling propaganda. And you know what's the weird thing? PBC don't do that to ESPN. They don't do that to ESPN. They don't do it. Look at ESPN. They promote Shakur Stevenson. Everybody's saying Shakur Stevenson is the joint. You know, Shakur Stevenson's got all. Listen, man, because he's a top-ranked fighter. I don't like that. He's with top rank. Now, he's a fantastic fighter. Don't get me wrong. He's a great fighter. But it's bullshit. Joe 569-846 says, Max Kellerman said Al Heyman is bad for boxing. Max Kellerman's an asshole, man. It's Al Heyman keeping boxing alive. If they haven't noticed. It's the PBC keeping boxing alive. Not ESPN. On any other channel, Kell Brook versus any of the PBC fighters would have been talked down. Oh, that's a shit fight. Kell Brook is damaged goods. Y'all know it. Y'all know what the narrative would have been. Shout out to Poopy Strong. ESPN is going to rub Kell Brook. They might give Terrence Crawford the decision if it goes to the decision and Kell Brook does his thing. But see, again, I just want to just tell you guys, because you need to know, Kell Brook does get hit to the body. That's how Errol Spence broke him down. All right. So we'll see. I don't know. I think Terrence Crawford should. This is just my personal opinion. I haven't looked into it. I think Terrence Crawford should be able to take this fight. It depends on how strong he is, his power, his placement, the game plan he uses. So, but that's just my thoughts on the outside. I don't think that Kell Brook could beat Terrence Crawford. I could be wrong. I have to still do some more homework to tell you guys, because I think that Terrence Crawford has grown into the weight class now. He's filled out and everything. And even though his punching power is not as great as people make it out to be, he is savage and he's strong. So, but we'll see. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I think Kell Brook's a good test, a good step-up fight for him to build towards the Errol Spence fight. He gives a certain level of difficulty. He's very, if Terrence Crawford doesn't come correct, Kell Brook is going to tag him, and could drop him, he could get dropped, because Kell carry a lot more power than Terrence understands. I don't know if he understands that Kell carries a lot more power than he thinks. And Kell's a heavy-handed guy. Okay, it's not just technique with him. His hands are literally heavy. He's solid, like Gennady Golovkin. He has a solid punch. So it's not the same as, say, a guy who got speed and quickness. And Kell's got heavy hands, period. Ask Errol Spence. But of course, Terrence is saying if Errol could beat him, I definitely could beat him. I probably could beat him better. So, Terrence is a very competitive guy. There you go. So this is what's up. Anyway, I'm going to catch you guys later on What You Need. Peace.